So, I guess everybody is getting ready in their spots on this Palm Sunday. Thanks for sharing your time and in this practice that is has a long tradition of creating miracles in people's lives. So, before we start into our sadhana, as I call it, I made an announcement before we did this that, well, I don't know if you guys saw my Facebook post about this class. So when I practice Kundalini or any type of yoga or any type of discipline, I approach it with an attitude of openness. So I was working on what we were going to do today, and finally after I had like gone in one direction and done like a bunch of reading and soul searching, and then it came to me why it was being so difficult, because that was not the direction I needed to go. So my only point is, for this session, it's going to be between an hour and a half and 2 hours. So because this is Sunday, and the movements that we're going to be doing, some of them are quick, but the process of this whole thing will probably take about that long. There's a lot of firsts happening right now. I don't know if you guys have been practicing these classes online, but I guess we've all been doing it a little bit. But it just has a different feel from being all together in one space. So what I'll do now is tell you a little bit about myself and my practice and how I got to this place, and then we'll go around and everybody will say their name out loud and say something about their experience or their relationship with yoga and or Kundalini. So you don't have to be on video if you want. Like I said earlier, I don't know how some people feel about that. So just, adjust however you need to adjust. And I'll start with saying that my name is Faith. I have studied and been practicing yoga for quite a while now. And I have come up with a style that combines all of the training that I've had, and so I call that April Sunshine Yoga, because April's my other name, and the sun feels the best in April, which is where we are right now. I think the sun's going to come out today. So I'm a chef and a yoga teacher, and I'm happy to be sharing some of my experience and learning with you guys today. Who's next?
I'm Pat, and my experience with Kundalini specifically is mostly what I know about is a breath of fire and more of an aerobic kind of movement. That's as much Kundalini practice that I have had.
Okay.
So this is somewhat different for me.
Okay, good.
I'll go next. I'm Leah, obviously. It feels really nice to be on the other end of this, the receiving end of this online class. But I just want to say thank you to you guys all for being here this morning and for supporting us through this shift and change and continuing to take class even from a distance. Appreciate it.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my name's Anne Marie, and I just had a very brief experience with Kundalini through Leah, and that's my only experience.
Okay. Let's see who else is on with us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Trisha.
Hey.
My experience with Kundalini, I'm taking it twice here in the Bronx. So I'm just looking forward to having a new experience with it. And
Where did you practice there?
in the Bronx,
Yeah, the name of the place.
it's called One Yoga for All.
Okay, is it all styles of yoga or is it just that Kundalini?
All styles.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so is anybody else left to go?
Oh yeah, I have to go.
Okay.
My name is Stephanie. I am actually in teacher training with Leah at Gateway Yoga. I don't practice Kundalini very often, so I'm excited for today. I probably will also turn my video off because my dog is super disruptive when I'm doing yoga. So
Okay, good.
I don't want him to be a distraction, but he just like loves all over me. He's not resting as sweetly as Trisha. I can hear him outside the door. He's not resting as sweetly as Trisha is.
Okay.
I probably turn my video off. He means well, but he just loves on me. So
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining in, and with that, I was thinking about what we're doing today and everything about, for me, when I put something together like this, I take into all consideration like where we are in the time of year, the season, the feel of the culture as I'm taking in everything. So it feels nice to do Kundalini on Sunday, and this is Palm Sunday, which in the history, this is when Jesus Christ rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, and they put palm trees down as an homage. And the only reason I mention that is because I would like to people of different faiths to consider how they feel about yoga. And I had a conversation with my mother about my use of the term self-empowerment, and she informed me that she wants the empowerment of Jesus. And I said, well, exactly. If you want the empowerment of Jesus, then what yoga will do for you is to help you remove the challenges and blocks that we humans naturally create for ourselves when it comes to realizing our own powers. And so that was the best answer that I had for her, correcting. You know, it was kind of like, it's fine for her to express that belief, because I don't look at yoga as excluding anything. And so when she asked me if I was changing my religion, when I started practicing yoga, I said, what religion? Because religion is what we create. So religion is, you know, what you discipline yourself to do. And my explanation of Kundalini is that these are very old tools that we can use to realign our bodies and our mind and our spirit. And it's not something, because I'm sharing it with you today, it just means that this is something that I have been shown by another teacher. And so it's my expression of it for us today, but these are like scientific tools that you can use, and the movements that we do, and they're gonna include a lot of timed kriyas, So if you're feeling like you want to give up or tired, it's fine however you feel and however you want to practice today. I'm going to give you suggestions on how to do it, and then if something is like bothering you or you need to take a break, just take a break and then stay in the intention of it and come back to it, when you can. And I'm only saying that just because I don't, sometimes when you first do something new, a different style of practice even, it can be kind of like you can have feelings come up that might not be, giving you positive feedback, but just, rest and go with the flow, so to speak, when you rest when you need to. So, after all of that, I believe we can come to a seated posture if you're not already, with your toes facing out. So if you want to face me or however is best for you, we're going to go ahead and get started. So start with right now just closing your eyes and start to pay attention more about how you're breathing. So as you inhale, count to at least 4 or 5, and then exhale in the same amount. And so your inhale and exhale is even. And start with 4 or 5, and now keep slowing your breath down so you're starting to breathe slower and deeper. And you should, during this session, only breathe through your nose unless I give you another way. Your nostril breathing is what we're going to practice. So if you forget about it, it's fine. I'll remind you sometimes during the class. So now try and get your breath to at least 8 or 9 or 10. And just do that a few times. Exhale, sit up really straight and pull your shoulders back as you're exhaling. And inhale, bring your shoulders up by your ears, and exhale, roll your shoulders back. Inhale up, and you're still counting your breath here. So as you start to exhale, you're counting to 8, and as you're inhaling, you're counting to 8. You're inhaling slowly up, so you can feel all of the movements and the muscles that you're working here. So you're doing very slow up, and then exhaling, you squeeze your shoulders together and you come down. A couple more. And then as you exhale, you're leaning back. Kick your heels out in front of you, and then readjust and sit. Make sure you're sitting with your toes up on your seat bones. And inhale, your arms out and up. Reach all the way up and exhale down. See how we're moving the slow, and your breath is syncing with your movement. So you're inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8. Reach up. And then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then reverse. Inhale. Exhale down slowly. And this time, as you're exhaling, you're going to roll yourself to laying back. Slowly all the way down. And then when you get down, you're going to inhale and bring your arms up. Let's see. All right, I think this is good. So you're inhaling, bring your arms out and up over your head. And then when you get to this top, let it out. Exhale, and then again, inhale, reach your arms all the way up over your head and stretch your toes down. And then bring your arms up over your head. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, your hands and toes come down towards your feet. So your chest is off the ground here, and you're reaching towards your toes. And you're looking towards your toes. And just take some breaths here. And then you're going to let your breath out and come reach your arms up over your head again. Take a big inhale and stretch up and come all the way back up. Again, toes point down, toes point up, and your fingers point down towards your toes. And then on your next inhale, bring your arms up and also bring your knee out and over and pull it up into your armpit. So your alignment here, your left leg is flat on the floor, your shoulders are flat on the floor, and you're pulling your right knee up into your right armpit. And as you inhale, you pull up. And exhale, flatten your shoulders down. Take a couple more breaths like this. This is a very simple movement, but it has great benefits. It balances your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, and it also massages your internal organs. So this is why I tell you to pull up and then breathe into your leg that's pulling on the side, pressing on the side of your abdomen. And take one more breath here. And then on your next breath, you're going to exhale your breath, straighten your leg up like that. And then inhale, reach up and grab the back of your calf. So you're still holding it, and then readjust yourself. Inhale really deep, and then exhale, bring your forehead to your knee. And then you can release your body down, but keep holding your leg and pull it more towards your face. Flex your feet so your toes are pointing down to your face. And you're going to feel a nice stretch all up and down the back of your leg, into your hip, your hamstrings, and everything. At this point, you can either reach up and grab the outside of your foot, or just your ankle or whatever. Release your left arm down and let your right leg fall over to the right side. So your left leg is straight on the floor, your left arm is laying down on the floor. If you want to use a strap, you can also use a strap. So just take a couple breaths here. You're still inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose, and make your breath 4 or 5 count on these when we're in these in this holding position. Take one more breath here, and then inhaling, bring your leg back to the center. Reach up again, grab the back of your calf, and pull your forehead to your knee. Take a breath here. And then exhale, release it down. Inhale and bring your left up to your left side, and we're just gonna repeat this side. So reverse, your right leg is straight on the floor. You're working towards getting your shoulders down on the floor, and you pull your left leg up into your armpit, massaging the organs on your ascending colon. So keep working your back flat down and your right leg straight and your shoulders down onto the floor. Just close your eyes and take a couple breaths like this. Just remember to keep pulling your knee up and over. On your next exhale, you're going to straighten that leg. Reach up and grab the back of your calf and readjust yourself. Take a deep inhale, and then exhaling, bring your forehead to your knee and hold it, and then release. Keep holding your leg and pulling it back towards your face. Keep your breath steady here. Again, you can use a strap if you like that better. Now go ahead and grab the outside of your left foot. Release the right arm down and open your hip as much as you can while your right leg remains on the floor and your shoulders and your other glute. And just let this stretch out the backs of your legs, your inside of your thigh. And then on your next breath, you bring it back into the center. Grab the back of your calf, reach your forehead to your knee, and then let it back down. And then release that as well. And again, on your next inhale, reach up. And exhale, come to the center. And up again, back towards your toes. Inhale, back. And exhale, this time we're going to roll ourselves slowly up. All the way. Cross your feet and then roll over. Okay, you're going to roll over so you can come into tabletop. Here. Drop your belly and inhale. Exhale, slowly undulate your spine so that your coccyx is the first and your head is the last to drop. And then you transition the same way. So you inhale, start down here in this bone in your very bottom of your tailbone. And undulate your spine very slowly, and your head is the last thing to come up. And then you transition the same way. Start in your coccyx and roll your spine really slowly. And then again, so you're linking your breath. You're inhaling, and you are slowly moving your head all the way last. And now you start to exhale. And see, we're doing this. So your exhale has to be slow. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then exhale, curl your toes under and push yourself back. And we're gonna take 5 breaths in this down dog. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Count to 4 or 5 each time. And check in with your alignment now. So your elbows are spinning out towards the front of your mat, the inside of your elbows. so your shoulders are going to rotate out. You press down with these two fingers right here into the mat so that you're stable. Sometimes we just go through these simple basic moves and don't really settle into the proper alignment. So we're just going to go over that. You drop your heels, your butt kind of, your hips push back. On your next breath, step your right foot up, step your left foot up. Inhale, straighten your spine, look forward, exhale down. Lower your head all the way down and bend your knees a little bit here so your chest is on the tops of your legs. And once you have that there, then release and drop your head down. And keep your chest and your stomach on the tops of your legs. It protects you from overstretching back here, which is easy to do if you're not paying attention. Take one more breath here. Then inhale, lift up. Exhale, back down. Inhaling slowly, being droopy with your body. Come all the way up. And on your exhale, roll your shoulders back. Again, inhale up. Roll them back. And now, step your feet hips width apart. Grab your hands behind your back, clasp your fingers, and reach your chest up and push your hands down your back and look up and slowly compact your spine here. You're lifting up with your chest and back, so you're not dumping into your lower back here. Lift up with your chest and then lean back. Go back as far as you feel your spine being healthily challenged, and then we're going to hold it there and take a couple breaths. Also, your neck, don't collapse your neck, just lean it, your chin up, but not collapsing it onto your upper shoulder in the back. And then slowly come up. Exhale and release. And then inhale, arms out and up. Exhale slowly, your hands are coming down through your heart center. Bend down at your hips. Still exhaling. Touch the ground and then inhale. Put your hands on your shins, your back is straight. And exhale, back down. Lower your body so that you're, again, on your legs. And then push your hips up. So you can also grab behind your ankles, but don't hold your neck. Relax your neck. And then again, inhale and release up. And then exhale. Drop your hands all the way down. Grab your elbows and drop your head. Slightly bend your knees here so you're not overdoing your back. And then you can release your arms again. Inhaling. Come up. Exhale. Shoulders back. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands down through your heart center. Folding at your hips. It's time to plant your hands and step back into plank. On plank here, you want to drop at your hips and lift at your waist. Your heels are over the balls of your feet, and you're kind of pressing the floor away so your body remains in a straight line. Keep breathing through your nose here. And then drop your knees and sit back into child's pose. Take a deep breath. On your next inhale, look up at your hands. Slide your chest between your hands. And inhale, come into into baby cobra and exhale down. Inhale, lift into baby cobra and then exhale down. One more time. Inhale, baby cobra, exhale, come down. Now plant your hands right next to your chest and push yourself all the way up into up dog. So you're on the tops of your feet here. Your chest lifts up, your shoulders drop away from your ears, and you're pressing down evenly in your hands while looking up. And then on your next breath, roll over your toes into down dog. Take 5 breaths here. On your last breath, step your feet together and then lift your right leg straight back, keeping your hip closed, and then step it all the way slowly up to your right hand. Place it down. Drop your back knee. Hug your right knee into your chest as you're coming up and inhaling. So your hips are aligning frontward here. You will pull this hip back slightly. Your left hip will come forward and reach up. Inhale back. Really stretching your hip flexor for that one. And then on your exhale, you come back down. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, let your right leg just come open here. And you can place your right hand on the inside of your right knee and then look over your right shoulder. So now you get another place in the top back of your glute hip area. Take another breath here. And then on the next exhale, pull your knee back into your chest. Curl your back left toes and come up. Readjust yourself a little bit if you need to here. So center this right thigh perpendicular and your shin, and then inhale up. Bring your hands together shoulder width over your head, or you can just drop them back behind your head and reach your chest up as you're leaning back. Take one breath here. And on your next inhale, again, your arms come up and you're exhaling back down. Step your right foot back to plank and take 2 breaths here. Now drop your knees, exhale back to child's pose. Take a deep breath. And then look up at your hands. Chest comes through your hands. Inhale all the way to up dog. And then exhale back to down dog. Bring your heels and toes together and lift your back leg. So your hips are staying closed here. So you feel the pressure in the back of your leg. And then slowly, with ease, step it all the way up to your left hand. Center yourself back, drop your knee. Inhale, all the way up. Your right hip should pull forward a little, and your left pull back to scissor effect in your hips. And then again, inhale, reach up, and exhale, compact your spine as your chest lifts, and you lean back. And then on your next inhale, slowly come back down. Curl your back toe under. Get your torso even over your front leg, and then inhale, slowly come up. Reach up and exhale back. Lift your chest. Take one more breath like this. And then reach your arms up, exhaling down. Step back to plank. Take one breath. Exhale, your knees come down, but this time just push yourself back to your hips resting on your heels here. And let our toes and our feet and all of that area just get a nice stretch here. So just sit back as much as you can. Take a deep breath. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale down. As you're exhaling, come up on your knees. Reach your your fingers, clasp them together, and reach your chest up and lean back. And then come back up. Sit back, inhale, and exhale. Plant your hands down. You're going to sit back, kick your legs out. Exhale, hinging at your waist, come down over your front legs, kind of readjust on your seat bones, and lead with your chest so you don't overstrain. You lead with your chest. Come down and do one more stretch with the back of your legs. As you feel this stretch kind of go back and get too much for your back, that's when you just stop. So you go until you feel too much strain in your lower back, and then you readjust yourself. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. Lower your body, just let it melt down naturally where you are. And then inhale yourself to seated. And then we're going to, reaching your arms out, we're going to slowly lower ourselves back. Reach your hands up over your head again and stretch up, and then exhale yourself, your arms back to your side, and just lay here and let this mantra soak up into your cells. Close your eyes and come back to your breathing for 1 minute. Mantra, one of the reasons is to let the medium of sound create another effect in your body as we're going through these asana. Hari Hari means God. So it's a balancing mantra. Hari is a creative aspect of infinity, and Waheguru is expansive. So the creator is bliss, great is the creator, ecstasy and infinite wisdom. That's what this mantra is repeating, and it's a way for us to remove subconscious blocks that sometimes get hidden away in our psyche somewhere. So this is giving homage to the great energy of the earth, whether you call it God or Creator or Mother Earth or the universe. for some of these, you might want to look at me, and then for other times when we're doing stuff that's repetitive, it's good to keep your eyes closed so that you're in the space of feeling into your own being, and that's how you get the most effect, I believe. So you're still on your backs, and what we're gonna do is you're gonna lift your feet about 6 inches off the floor, and you're gonna hold them there. So with your back flat on the ground, you're gonna lift your legs up. So go ahead and do that now, and I'm gonna be using the timer. So you're keeping your legs off the ground 6 inches. That's your only job for the next 2 minutes.